We find ourselves in very special days, the days of Kinus Hashluchim. These days are lichtige Tag, Ampen Nihiren, the week of Kinus Hashluchim, the time of Kinus Hashluchim, the event of Kinus Hashluchim. These are days that bring such oir and such chayis, lebdigkeit and lichtigkeit to our community and to the world at large. And this is the opportunity, b'shem the bedatz of Shchunas Crown Heights, which is hosting the shluchim, to give a bracha to all the shluchim, and through them to the entire Klal Yisrael, that the Kinus should be b'atzlacha rabum v'flaga b'atzlacha gedola, and that the shluchim should be matzliach, both in the inyanim hapratiyim, as well as their inyanim haklaliyim, which includes, first and foremost, the inyan hachi klali v'ikri, the Geula HaMitis VaShlema, Teikef Miyad Mamish, which is the ultimate success of every shliach and all shluchim together. Everybody knows, for all the shluchim, this is not a secret that we find ourselves now shloishim shana from Tavshin Beis. And specifically, I'm referring to shloishim shana from the Sikha of Chayesada Tavshin Beis. This particular Sikha is very close to my heart. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I received a personal answer from the Rebbe referring to this Sikha, to the Hizvados Shabbos Kodesh Mevarchim Kislev. And after the Rebbe wrote that he answered us in this Fabrengen, the Rebbe said, Va'asker al Tzion, and I'm going to mention you by the Tzion. The Rebbe's brachas. The Rebbe's brachas on Chai Yisrael no Beis is hoilich v'nimshach. Every shliach feels in everything that he does, that he sees the Rebbe's brachas. In fact, in a Sichen for Kinus Hashluchim Tavshim Mem Ches, the Rebbe said that some shluchim ask about the brachas, and the comment the Rebbe made was that the shluchim all receive brachas from the Rebbe way before they go on shlichus. The Mishalech is giving them brachas yitim v'yachzer v'yitim. And shluchim can actually see how they've been so maslich in Bana, Chayim, Mezoyne, Revicher, everything is working out for them, Bana, Mebanas, Oiskim, Metoirev, and Mitzvahs, way beyond their expectations. And they also see that Godlu, V'itzlichu, V'gam Asu Peri, they were so successful in the Shlichus, Nafatzas HaToirev, V'ayadus, V'afatzas Mayonas Chutza. But let's come back to the theme of Chayesod Nun Beis. It's getting boring. Every year, the same theme. We have a theme of the Kinus, Kol Yamei Chayecha L'Havi L'Meisa Mashiach, L'Kabel Pnei Mashiach Tzedkein V'Poel Mamish. Now that's been a beautiful theme, but that was good for Nun Beis, Nun Gimel, Nun Daled. We're up to Tav Shim Pei Beis. It's ridiculous to keep on having the same theme again and again. So the question is, where are we up to now in terms of our Avodas HaShlichus? The Rebbe many times credited shluchim and told them about their tremendous success. When shluchim wrote to the Rebbe that they're worried and concerned and depressed, and they're really not doing well, and they're thinking of packing their bags, the Rebbe wrote to them, you came and you started from Aleph. You reached all the way till Tov. You were so successful. The Rebbe told us to individual shluchim and told us to the shluchim at large. In fact, in the Sikh of Chayesod Nun Beis, the Rebbe says that shluchim for long time ago, they started the shlichus, they reached Emtza shlichus, and they reached eventually Siyum HaShlichus, Nistaima Avodas HaShlichus. Shluchim have been a success. They finished their job, their mission. Aber es noch geblieben ein Sach, there's one thing that's remaining. When we stand today, we have a question of a Cheshbon Tzedek. It's very good to talk about the past, and past could mean starting from when the Alter Rebbe was Miyasat Chassidus Chabad. The past can mean from Tavshin Yudu Yud Aleph. The past can mean Tavshin Nun Beis. The past could also mean Nun Gimel Nun Daled. That was, where do we stand now in terms of fulfilling our shlichus? Kinus Hashluchim is a time when the shluchim get together and they think and they discuss and they analyze and they dissect and they make a cheshbon hanefesh. Where are we up to? Or more correctly, where are we heading? The past has been a success. The present, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. But how are we in terms of fulfilling the shlichus of Chayesod Nun Beis? Where are we up to? We can't keep on repeating the same thing 30 years straight. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. perhaps there's a reason why we're referred to as the insane group. We do the same thing again and again, and we're expecting to have different results. We got a shlichus, where are we up to now? The Rebbe often talks about the 4 groups that were there in the Yam Suf. When Yidden approached the Yam and they realized there's no turning back, Klal Yisrael divided into 4 groups. One group said, Nipel Yam. We have no hope, there's a Yam in front of us, let's just drown ourselves and jump into the ocean. The other group said, let's just go back. Noshav l'Mitzrayim, let's return to Mitzrayim. The third group said, if the Egyptians are standing us against us, nilachem imam, let's fight against them. And the fourth group said, nitzavech kenegdan, let's daven to Hashem. And the Rebbe tells us that all 4 groups were in the wrong. Shluchim, Taira shluchim, fellow shluchim. We have become, might become these 4 groups. Here we're working with Avodas HaShlichus and we have this Yam in front of us. So one group says, Nipel Yam, let's immerse ourselves in the Sichas. We have a wealthy Chassidus. We have a Chassidus of 7 generations. Or even a wealthy Chassidus of Deir HaShvi. We have a beautiful fountain, a beautiful Yam. And let's go into the Yam and, Mashiach doesn't look like it's really topping the horizon. The other approach is, Noshav l'Mitzrayim, which the Rebbe translates that to mean, I'll continue doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it'll be an Avodas Perech approach. We'll do Gul Mashiach, but that will be Beles Breira. My Chais is not a Gul Mashiach. I know I have to do Gul Mashiach. I know I have to do Kabbalas Pnei Mashiach. I know I have to do Lichis Mashiach. I know I have to do Lahavi L'Meisa Mashiach. But that's on my to-do list. That's not where my tainu, where my geschmack, where my pleasure, where kol mayonei bach, that's my entire metzias. That's a second approach. A third approach is, there's such a hell of a hester, there's even a thought that maybe the focus should not be on Gul Mashiach. We have to constantly fight the battle cry. We have to keep on screaming and saying, our mission is Bias HaMashiach, Yemois HaMashiach, Bias Mashiach, Gulas Mashiach, Divrei Mashiach, Melech HaMashiach, Mashiach Vadai. We need to fight that. It's a Milchama, it's an Eis Milchama. And that's also not what we're supposed to be doing. A fourth approach says, it's time to go and say Admasa and daven to Hashem and just pray that hopefully we'll be successful. We haven't been getting anywhere. The Rebbe tells us that these are all incorrect approaches. They have a makom in Torah. These are approaches that are mentioned in Torah. But the ultimate approach is Hashem yilachem lechem v'atem tachrishon. The battle will be by Hashem. It's not a time of tefillah, it's a time of vayiso. We need to proceed. We need to proceed with the Avodas HaShlichus l'kaveh pnei Mashiach. Every business individual, every company, every corporation has a strategy and has a plan. We were tremendously successful in bringing the word of Mashiach within the shluchim. The Rebbe says that in Chayesar Nubeis that the Kinus Hashluchim lechoil reish should be the hachlata, hachraza v'haida, an announcement to the shluchim what our shlichus is. We've been successful in that. All the shluchim are kachizach in Chayesar Nubeis this year more than ever before. We've been successful internally and externally. The whole world is talking about Mashiach, ready for Mashiach. That's been our success story. But we haven't yet accomplished the Rebbe's cry of Chav Ches Nissen, that the Rebbe said he's giving us a job. The Rebbe said, Tut als was ihr kennt, asu kol asher bicholtchem, do everything within your ability to bring Mashiach. And the Rebbe had a taina, Tanasi b'sadei zu, Tanasi b'sicha yidua. Hayitachin, it's okay, the Mashiach didn't come yet. Hayitachin, we didn't bring about Mashiach. We're still not there. And from the Rebbe's perspective, all of this hatzlacha, and it's a tremendous hatzlacha, is lehevel v'lerik compared to the ultimate goal. Because the ultimate goal is Bias HaMashiach v'poel. So, as shluchim, we need to look forward. And we need to start thinking, strategizing. We're up to over here. We're looking to get to Mashiach. What steps will we be taking? Making a cheshbon tzedek is the first step. The second step is taking this cheshbon tzedek and doing actual steps. Let's think about, what am I going to do next in order to make sure Mashiach is coming? Not what am I going to do in the shlichus of Bias HaMashiach, how am I going to make sure it happens? And how am I going to review my actions and see how much closer we're getting? Zol le'eimish helfen, there should no longer be a Kinus Hashluchim with the theme of Lekabel Pnei Mashiach. That theme is indeed boring. We should no longer have that theme. We shouldn't even have the theme of turning to the Mishalech and saying, Asinu shluchuscha, like the Rebbe says in Chai Sarah Nubeis. That we should be able to turn to the Mishalech and say, we did your shlichus. We should have the theme where the Mishalech comes and says, Asisem shlichuschem v'ani asisi shlichusi. That the ultimate Shalech, the Eibusher should say, it's been a success, we have Yemoisa Mashiach. Let the theme of Kinus Hashluchim, not in Pei Gimel, but in Pei Beis, be Kinus Hashluchim of Yemoisa Mashiach. Not Kinus Hashluchim of Yemoisa Mashiach, where we still have to open our eyes. A Kinus Hashluchim in a world of open eyes, where all eyes are open and we're sitting with the Shoyr HaBar and the Lev Yosin by the Shulchan of Mashiach Tzidkenu, sitting with the Mashiach Tzidkenu and the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach B'Reshenu, Be'gula Amitas HaShlema, take it from Yad Mamish, L'chaim V'Levracha, Natzlacha Tza'al Shluchim B'Peil Mamish.